You do know what that is, right? The ancient Orcan festival of death, darkness, and deviance? The happiest time of the entire year! I've dug out all the old family decorations. Take a look. One of them even tells a story. Naberus is all about raising the ghosts of the past. For the immortal Orcan, that meant everything we thought we'd left behind. Mortality, mystery, fear of the dark. See you soon?
You are here to assist. This moon requires a curious mind and a firm hand. The infestation is a marvel in its own way, an endless fountain of ever-changing flesh, bone, and gristle. A particularly murderous specimen has been reported assaulting other teams. Would you be so kind as to find it and put an end to it?
An excavator has completed its digging cycle. An excavator has completed its digging cycle. An excavator has completed its digging cycle. A full cycle has been made by all excavators. Outstanding! Excellent work, Tenno. With the ground well prepared, we can now proceed to the next step.
We've got signals singing the same song as our victim. Careful now.
I bet if you check in with the Grineer survivors, they can point you to Mr. Scratchikins.
Friends now, Tenno? We kill infested. You kill infested. See who's best, yes?
There's less than nothing left of who they once were. You gotta find out what's protecting them, and then take your shot.
Garv is glad Tenno on side.
Wow, the Grunters can't keep up with you. They look all mad. They said we should go play with Mr. Scratchikins if we're so... I don't think we found Mr. Scratchikins, but I think we found some of his friends. You keep this part locked down for a bit, okay, Chip?
That took care of the first wave. More are coming. Infested casualty rate has topped 50%. Carnage comprehensively complete. Additional incentives/rewards have been authorized. Well done, Tenno.
Oh, man, you made that look easy. They won't be back anytime soon.
There is a strong possibility the target can be lured here with the correct bait. Locate the relevant ingredients to proceed. I suggest eliminating infested in the vicinity to secure bait. Construction materials. We are now ready to begin the bait infusion. Move to the vessel to proceed. This will lure infested to the area. Kill them near the vessel to finish concocting the bait. If the infested are eliminated too far from the vessel, this will not work. Proximity alert. Baited target has arrived. Immediate termination is advised. Target eliminated. Congratulations on a job well done.
The Cephalons tell me the infested specimen was located and slain. A small victory, but victory nonetheless.
Naberus is all about raising the ghosts of the past. For the immortal Orkin, that meant everything we thought we'd left behind. Mortality, mystery, fear of the dark. Go and cause trouble. See you soon?
The boy was rash, no doubt. Gallivanting across Deimos on secret odysseys, coming back with infested on his trail. Well, he paid for it. Scolded, lashed, and banished from the family archives. This stuff's been in storage for years. I hope it's still good. Very well. I'll be right here, gathering dust.
Operator, I run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Would you like to hear a story for Naberus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small. Very well. Long ago, in the Orican days, a golden people lived in spoiled luxury. If a body wore out, why? They would take a new one as easily as plucking a maprico. Such was the mystery of the Kuva. So, what became of death and disease? Oh, they were abundant, but not for the Oracle. They were above petty death. Such was their contempt that they decreed a special day on which to make fun of it. On Naberus, the night of memory, the Shining People laughed at death. They dressed in costumes that recalled the old days of mortality. Skulls grinned, always guttered with demon lights. For one night, beauty was banished, wrought and monstrosity held sway. Now, on one very special Naberus, 3 pretty Oricans were bored, as Oricans so often were. Naberus no longer holds its magic for me, sighed one. Masks and costumes are for children, grumbled another. Why follow the crowd, mused the third. Are we not the very elite of the elite? Ha ha! Up, my Kissingtons, my luscious loves. Send for blue coother and hot lights. I have a sport that will mend all. And in the corridor, behind a curtain, a solitary silent girl heard them and said nothing. Then the 3 were very wicked. For what do you think they did? Down into the streets they went, and they caught 3 poor Austrians and bore them back to their gilded halls. One they peeled like a fruit and decked out with glassy splinters, and his naked jaws went chitter-chatter-snap. And it echoed all around. Scarlet footprints he left. Another's limbs they twisted and wrenched his neck, and made a bundle of him until he scuttled upsy-downsy like a horrid crab, with his sockets all empty and his stretched-out nose snuffling. The third they pulled thin in hand and foot. She walked spindly-wise on long tiptoes like a spider, and her entrails hung delicately down. She whispered, split-tongued and hissing as she went. Fine costumes we've made, chortled the 3 Oregon. Let us now try them on and visit our friends. What shrieking there will be! Oh, our names will live forever in the court for such a prank as this. Now, the silent girl brought them their blue couver, so they could take on these twisted bodies for only a short time before returning to their own. They drank and slept and woke in their 3 horrid forms. Off they went down the stairs, out the door, into the city, into the night of banners and masks and wild hilarity. Chitter-chatter-snap, scuttle-buttle, whispery-hispery. As you can imagine, there were many screams and laughs. Such cleverness, such wit. But in a high room of the tower, the silent girl looked at the faces of the 3 sleeping Oricans. She went and opened a little ivory door that she was not supposed to know about, and drew forth a flask that she would have been glassed for even looking at. A flask of crimson couver, the scarlet seal upon continuity, permanent. And she tipped it down 3 cruel throats. With a little laugh, she went skating away, never to return. There were many screams that Naberus night, but when the sun came up, none screamed so loud as the 3 who found that they were trapped in the hideous bodies they themselves had fashioned for ever and ever. So, listen carefully, Tenno, and beware, for you may hear them coming tonight. Whispery-hispery on long stalking bones, scuttle-buttle with his eyes all empty, and skinless, dripping-handed, chitter-chatter-snap. Happy Naberus! Would you like to hear a story for Naberus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small. Very well. Long ago, in the Oracan days, a golden people lived in spoiled luxury. Would you like to... The observation of martial discipline. How futile. But my granddaughter's ridicule went too far. Goodbye, dear. I'll see what else I can unearth for you.
It's Naberus! Now, these ghoulish little knickknacks have been in the family for generations. I can't just give them away.